Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the new Zoom update on the desktop app. So I'm going to go to my desktop app, Zoom, looks like this in the bottom. This is what you should be updating. And if you don't have it, you should install it. You won't need to update. But so in this Zoom client, when you click on it, you'll see this screen. If you're prompted to log in, sign in with Google with your school sign in. And once you're in, you are going to go to the very top where the app runs at zoom.us, and you are going to say check for updates, okay? I'm gonna run this update. It's gonna say update available, and I'm going to say install. This is gonna prompt me with an installation manager right here, and when this password comes up, this is the password that you use to get into the device itself. So this is gonna run a quick installation, as you can see. And now we should have the updated version of Zoom. So I'll show you what those updates are. First one is breakout rooms. Breakout rooms is now going to ask you to let your participants choose a room. So this is an option if you wanted students to pick a partner, or if they already know where they're supposed to go. You might, classroom management wise, want to, work that out with them. But you can now officially, instead of having to drag them in, they can pick their own room. So that's one really big update. For example, I have a couple of options here with my students in gallery view. I can now drag and move their order. So if there was 20 of them, I could line them up in an order. I can also pin more than one student. So right now we're seeing all 4 of my participants in this meeting. If I wanted to see 2 of them because they're going to share out an answer or something of the sort, my option is I can pin Amanda and I can pin Will, meaning they're both going to be spotlighted, okay? When I'm ready to unpin, I can click on that person. I'll go into full screen and remove pin, and then do that same thing with Will, remove pin, okay? And now I'm going to go back into gallery view. Okay, so this is the virtual slides as a background update in Zoom. This is when you go to share screen, advanced, you get to put yourself over a slideshow as long as it's a PowerPoint. Kind of stinks it's a PowerPoint right now, but I actually just downloaded my Google slideshow as a PowerPoint and I opened it up and it's working. So some of the fun things that I can do, I can move like my little face icon around. So if this is my content for class that I want to go over with my students, I can even make myself bigger so that I could point if I needed to certain parts of what's happening. I could disappear if I hide under the table and pop up at important parts. It's really up to you how you use it. Super help with engagement if you're just going over a slide, and makes it so that students are seeing you and kind of hearing from you in your face. So you can kind of go through, instead of my Bitmoji, I could just use this. And on top of it, maybe this is kind of awkward for you in real class, but this would be a great way to pre-record content for students to actually launch a Zoom by yourself and do this mode. So share screen, advanced, and then slides as your virtual background. And then you could go over a ton of content, record this whole thing like I am, and share it later. So this is just one of the really great parts of this update.